What's going on, guys? It's your boy King Judah, and in this video we will discuss the fight that took place between Blair the Flair Cobb and Maurice Mighty Mo Hooker. More specifically, we will discuss Bomac'S corner instructions or lack thereof. So put your mouthpieces in, keep your guard up at all times, and step inside the square circle with King Judah. Let's go! Before we jump into it, I want to ask that you like, share, and subscribe to the channel, as it truly will help the channel grow. Hit the bell icon to be notified of future videos as well. Last night, we all witnessed a fight between Maurice Hooker and Blair the Flair Cobb, where trainer and former fighter Brian McIntyre, aka Bomac, again failed to give his struggling fighter anything resembling helpful instructions in between rounds. So my question to you is, what is Bomac's role? The first question I want to ask is, what is Bomac's teaching? Now, it's no secret Bomac had arguably one of the worst careers in boxing, where he managed to get knocked out in more fights than he actually managed to win. Being a bad fighter doesn't always translate into being a bad trainer, but when it comes to Bomac, this seems to be the case. On more than one occasion, we have seen this fighter struggle early, fall behind, and have no plan B and no understanding of their opponent's strengths or weaknesses. This is a telltale sign of bad preparation in training camp. Another question that has to be asked is, why doesn't he ever give his fighter any real instructions between rounds when they're struggling? Recently, we have seen Maurice Hooker fall behind in his most recent fight, and Bomac failed to give any instruction that would help him make the necessary adjustments to turn the fight around in his favor. Between rounds, Bomac can be heard routinely giving generic instructions that provide no real help to his struggling fighter, usually saying things like, be more active, let your hands go, and you're getting hit too much. Not only do these notions not help his fighter, they are observations the fighter already knows. Being Captain Obvious is not only worthless, it's frustrating to an already frustrated fighter. At one point in the Hooker versus Cobb fight, Terrence Bud Crawford can be seen taking it upon himself to give instruction to his battered and beaten stablemate. Bomac was essentially pushed aside by the more intelligent Crawford. The final question I want to ask is, why is he being retained as a trainer for these fighters? As I stated earlier, Bomac has already proved not to be a competent fighter, and in my opinion, has also proved not to be a competent trainer. Outside of fighters like Bud Crawford and Keyshawn Davis, who have tons of natural talent, I'm hard-pressed to name an elite fighter Bomac has developed. It seems as if Bomac simply fails to bring any value into the equation. Fighters like Terrence Crawford basically trains not only himself, but apparently he also trains his fellow stablemates. My only guess as to why Bomac is kept around is simple: a personal relationship with his fighters. It's possible Terrence Crawford and others have a bond with Bomac and find it hard to part ways, even though they probably should. Bomac is like the guy in college who flunked out freshman year, but still sleeps on his friend's couch that he met freshman year every single night. His friend that is now a junior, by the way. If you've ever been a college student, you know what I'm talking about. There's always a guy who is no longer enrolled in school living in his friend's dorm room. Now, I don't know for sure, but these are just some of the many reasons I think Bomac is kept around when he, at least in my opinion, clearly provides no real value. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Give the video a like and a subscribe if you enjoyed it. And remember, put your mouthpieces in, keep your guard up at all times, and step inside the square circle with King Judah. Until next time, we out.